I think I would tell new agents to find a mentor, find a broker to work under. I didn't do that until I was in my second year of real estate, and I felt like if I had done that sooner, I could have learned a lot more. Another thing I would say is don't chase the dollar. It's very easy to say that now, obviously, but I have my doctorate degree in physical therapy. I worked from 6:30 in the morning until 12 in the afternoon and left the clinic and did real estate the rest of the day. And I was exhausted. It was time consuming, and sometimes I didn't think I was going to see the light at the end of that tunnel. But I wouldn't change it because it allowed me to keep my focus on my clients' needs and their best interest at heart, and I was never making a decision that was chasing a commission check. And I definitely think your clients can tell if you're chasing a paycheck.
If I was going back to being a new agent and when I first started, I would say avoid the shiny object syndrome. I say that to myself because when I was brand new, I was focusing on Facebook pages and websites, and I got to have these kind of business cards, and you worry about all these things that at the end of the day don't mean anything when you're starting out. I mean, it's all about your relationships, your network, meeting new people, joining networking groups, going to open houses, working with some renters that more experienced agents don't, just to understand the neighborhoods, the real estate. You got to ask a bunch of questions. It took me a little bit of time to get over sort of the technology and the buzz and all that stuff that people were talking about, to really focus on the people, the neighborhoods that I was serving, the types of deals that I wanted to do. And once I got that ball rolling, then once you build up a little bit of momentum, you can focus on those other things.
My biggest advantage, hands down, coming in was my experience in operations, having worked as a processor and underwriter. So I would tell someone who was interested in being a loan officer to consider that path. If that wasn't the right path for them, then maybe working as an intern or a junior under another successful loan officer. I think that you get the experience of learning the products, of understanding the process, and also the emotion that comes with getting a mortgage. For a lot of clients, this is the biggest financial transaction of their lives. So the more you understand that and have a solid foundation, the easier it is for you to transition to be a successful loan officer yourself.
Don't be afraid to promote yourself, especially to your friends and family. When you start out, or when I started out in the business, one of the biggest fears was, how do I build my database, right? My database today has been built on past clients mostly, but when you're starting, you don't have any past clients. So you have to tap into the friends and family, the social network that you have. Early on, what I should have done is, and what I tell new loan officers to do, is think about who you would invite to your wedding. Okay, put down that list and make that your starting database and start working from there. A lot of salespeople, whether it be realtors or lenders, tend to be shy and timid to ask their friends and family for business. Don't do that. If I could go back, I would have been a lot more aggressive with promoting myself to my friends and family early on.
As a new lender, when I first got in the business 14 years ago, I'd tell myself a few things. I would say, learn your craft, learn guidelines, learn rates, learn how the industry as a whole works, learn every aspect you can. Number two, I'd tell myself to systematize your business. Have a plan, have a business plan. Good or bad, have a plan. And number three, be constantly learning, because this is a changing industry. Real estate and mortgages is always changing. Be open to new ideas and always be learning and evolving.
Wow, what advice would I give myself starting out? I would say be confident in who you are and realize that people are hiring you because they have confidence in you and your abilities. I would also say, one of the things you have to remember is your clients aren't hiring you just for your knowledge of this deal. You're kind of like a surgeon. Your clients are hiring you for all those operations you did before and all that knowledge you have up here that you can take to the table. So you're not someone new to the table. You've seen, the things that can happen, avoid all the obstacles to a deal.
My own advice to myself would have been to invest more time in newer agents. In every industry, we're always chasing the top producer, the top sales, and there's nothing wrong with that. We all need to achieve the most sales we can. But investing in a newer agent is building an annuity for the future. As you grow with that agent, the relationship becomes better. There's trust. It's just something that I should have done is invest more time with newer agents than just constantly think about going after the top producers.
I would emphasize the need to run your business as a real business with methodical and consistent marketing and prospecting. It sounds very simple, but every single person, including myself that I know, has got this wrong at one time or another. And once you get that part right, everything else becomes a lot easier.